This fight between Deku and Gentle was different. And it was different because it hit different. At this point in the story, we have seen Deku clash with plenty of characters, but the combination of Gentle and La Brava brought something to the table that I feel we haven't seen an abundance of from his other opponents, and that's heart. This was a clash of similar ideologies in the pursuit of a dream, and there's something almost romantic about that. Certainly not in the common sense, but more so in regards to the ideals themselves. And I must say, I am proud of Deku in more ways than one. First and foremost, his cherishing of those he seeks to protect was undoubtedly admirable. And like La Brava said, he is certainly a crazy boy. This is a guy who embodies heroism to the point of bodily destruction. Someone who wouldn't go down no matter how hard you push them down. And I feel like that's when we get the character at his best, so I'm grateful that this is the case. But secondly, I'm just happy he played to what is supposed to be his character on paper. He actually used his head in this fight, and it was amazing. His calculation and prediction of Gentle's quirk usage to the point of turning things around on him was superb. Now, to be overly critical, it probably would have been even more momentous had he discovered the laws of Gentle's elasticity on his own rather than being told, but it's fine either way. Having managed to apprehend the duo, we get the touching backstory of La Brava, and it's one that begins with heartbreak. I believe that quirks are very much linked to personality persists in knowing how much of a hopeless romantic La Brava stands to be. She'd go as far as to stalk those she had affection for, which is no doubt an unsavory tendency, but within the realm of fiction, a part of me can't help but feel for her. And you already know that her deeply depressed visage will be used as the Twitter avatars for many broken-hearted people. And since we're on the subject of Twitter, be sure to follow the boy at SliceOfOtaku. But anyways, La Brava in her depressed state even went as far as to callously contemplate her own demise. But upon discovering Gentle, her outlook shifted to that of optimism. And yet again, her stalking tendency actually brought her to the doorstep of Gentle, which certainly speaks to her prowess, as not even the authorities could triangulate his location in such fashion. But rather than demonize her, Gentle commended her and welcomed her with open arms. The two would then walk together as one, and honestly, how could you not love this pairing? The simple fact that in recognizing La Brava's insecurity in regards to her dark circles, Gentle went on to draw on his own to make her feel even more comfortable just speaks to how much of a gentleman he truly is. And with that, we have the use of La Brava's quirk, love, which powers Gentle up several times over. And my goodness, what a dazzling fight this becomes. Gentle's quirk is really something special and made this fight really interesting to see. And to see where his determination comes from was chilling, and not in the horrifically dark sense that most villains could be attributed to. Anyone watching this who possesses a dream, and one that they cling to so desperately, that to live life without even the pursuit of it would mirror death itself, certainly understands his story and the utter terror of day-to-day monotony. Gentle was someone regarded as a failure by all those around him, but in rediscovering his aspirations to become legend, began his pursuit anew and wouldn't let anything inhibit him. A dream he now shared with the lovely La Brava. Now for me, a fight with parallels is usually a good one. So to see these two characters who'd at some point or another given up on their dreams of heroism clash against each other was incredible. And the desperation of La Brava to realize Gentle's goal regardless of the odds was truly something to behold. Now in the end, Deku came out on top, but he also remarked something that made me scratch my head a bit. He dubbed Gentle to be harder to fight than anyone he'd fought up until that point, which I'm almost annoyed by. I mean, this guy faced Overhaul not too long ago, and was literally drenched in his own blood, sweat, and tears during his fight against Muscular, in which he preemptively apologized to his mother for his own death. So to say that Gentle was the toughest fight of them all was a bit weird to me, but whatever. Despite the effects of Labrava's quirk having faded, in seeing the small woman helplessly flail towards Deku, with tears flooding her eyes, Gentle mustered what I surmise to be an unknown aspect of Labrava's quirk in which her love is properly reciprocated, and had enough strength to launch Deku towards Yue as he clutched his beloved Labrava and surrendered to the school's patrol as to minimize their punishment. This fight was a good one, short and sweet, and a true bout between gentlemen. Next episode we have the festival, and if I'm being real, the only reason I probably care is because the manga didn't exactly convey what was going on all that well. So I'm hoping for some theatrics, but with the Gentle fight over, my interest in this arc has been satisfied. Hopefully you guys appreciated this fight and enjoy our coverage of it enough to stick around with us, because when it comes to bringing you some of the best My Hero Academia content on the platform, Plot Armor has you covered. As always, I am Slice of Otaku. Thank you all so much for watching and have an awesome day. I love you.